Yes, ma'am, we are live.
Hello, everyone. Today we are here meeting on June 30th. So, anybody here know what we are celebrating today? Why are we meeting on June 30th? It's a very special day for astronomers. So, maybe I'll see on the chat. Does anybody know what day is it today? Okay, so I'm waiting to see in the chat if anybody knows what special day is June 30th. Okay, so while I'm waiting, uh, I'm just going to share the answer with you soon. So June 30th is a very important day. Yes, I have got one answer. It is International Asteroid Day. And what does it celebrate? June 30th celebrates uh, the event. It's called the Tunguska event that happened in 1908. And that's a long time back. But what happened is a big asteroid hit in Siberia, the place called Tunguska. And there was a lot of damage in the city. There was craters, buildings were damaged. Uh, to bring awareness that this kind of asteroid events may happen in the world, that there might be asteroids that hit Earth, which is called an impact, and create impact craters or damage buildings or cities or even damage life. We need to bring this awareness to all of us, that we need to be aware that there are something called asteroids, and that asteroids can create damage. And that is why scientists study asteroids. They try to identify where they are in the sky. They try to identify, can it cause, is it close to Earth, is it targeting Earth? If it is, then it's called a special name. It's called potentially hazardous asteroid if their orbit is going to come close to Earth. So yes, some of you have participated with us in the asteroid search campaign. So this is what scientists do. They look for asteroids. Okay, so again, today we are celebrating World Asteroid Day, and that is every year on 30th June. And the whole idea is to bring awareness to the public and to everyone that asteroids are something that could cause impacts and could cause damage. And that is why it is important to keep surveying asteroids and identify where they are in the sky and how they are moving. So, with that, I hope you are all ready for a very special Kahoot. So I think a lot of you have joined. So we are now going to start Kahoot. And today's Kahoot will be all about asteroids, because it is asteroid day. So today we are going to find out all about asteroids and see how much you know about asteroids, right? So let me go ahead and get started. Okay, so I hope you all know how to join Kahoot. I'm going to go there, and my colleagues will help. They will help share. They will help us share how to join asteroid, how to join the Kahoot. Okay, so I hope you can see it right now. Okay, so how you join this quiz? In case you don't know how to join, you have to go to www.kahoot.it. Okay, so you have to go to www.kahoot.it, and you have to click on this game pin 5298904. Okay, so I hope my colleagues are sharing that on the chat. Again, so you have to go to www, or you have to go to kahoot.it. That's www.kahoot.it, and you have to do the game. You have to type in the game pin, and then you can put in your name or a nickname, whatever you want. And I see some of you have started joining in, so that's great. Let's wait for some more time. I hope you all know how to join in. If you have any problem, please ask in the chat. Okay, again, it's www.kahoot, KAHOOT.IT. Okay, so what you can do, you can open it on a different browser or a different window, because you'll have to keep going. I mean, ideally do it on your phone if you have it, so you can watch the screen as well as answer on the phone. So if you have a phone available, it's best to do it on the phone. Okay, so I have a lot of people joining in. Let's see some more. Okay, let's see some more people joining in. Okay, so I see more people joining in. I'm going to give it a minute. I hope you have all played Kahoot. So see, one of you says you can't join. Just click. It's just click on the link and see if you can join, and then you type in the game pin. Okay, so I hope you all know how to play Kahoot. While people are joining in, let me tell you how it works. I'm going to ask you a question that you will see on this YouTube screen, or the YouTube, or wherever you're logged in from. You will see the question there, and you are going to have to answer it on your phone, on your device. Okay, so the answer comes from you. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for another minute for a couple of people to join. Garvit, I request you to help somebody on the chat. They're saying they can't join. Okay, so we have a lot of people now. We're almost ready. So, and guys, do remember that Kahoot is, we're playing Kahoot just for fun. It's not, and it's not an Olympiad. It's not a competition. It is a game right now, and it is a game to help us revise or find out how much we know about asteroids. But it's not, it's not a game. So don't worry about it. Okay. Don't worry about it if somebody answers it faster than you, or if you're not on the game board. It doesn't matter. It's a fun way to learn about asteroids. Okay, so I think we're almost ready to start. Okay, anybody else? Just write on chat if you are not able to join. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and start. Okay, so again, guys, today the topic will be asteroids. Okay, so because again, we are celebrating International Asteroid Day, so we are going to find out more about asteroids through this quiz today. Yeah, so I hope nobody else has a problem joining. I still see a couple of people joining. Okay, so anybody who has a question, yeah, it says if you want to see your name on the screen, but there should be a way to go ahead. So most people have joined. Thanks for waiting. I'm just going to wait another 30 seconds, okay? And again, questions you will see on the screen, and the option of answering you will see on your device. And remember this, whoever is the fastest gets more points. So try to give an answer very fast. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start. Okay, everybody ready? I am going to go ahead and start. Okay, in case you haven't joined, and uh, you can still join in even when the game is going on, I think. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start, and let's all have fun. Okay, so we are going to start with Kahoot. And again, Kahoot today is to celebrate Asteroid Day 2025. Okay, so we are celebrating Asteroid Day, and I've already discussed with some of you, but while I'm just going to wait another 30 seconds. So we are going to again do Asteroid Day because 30th June is when the event happened in Siberia. Tunguska was the location, and that's where the asteroid hit, and there was an event. So now it is to make people aware about asteroids and the potential they have for harming the Earth. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so here we start. What is an asteroid? Is it a type of star, a small rocky object in space, a space satellite, or a cloud of gas? Okay, you can answer on your device. Okay, let's go ahead and see you answer. The question is, what is an asteroid? And you have the answers in front of you. Okay, this is an easy question. I hope most of you know it. Okay, so let's see who all have the answer correctly. Okay, most of you know this answer. It was an easy question. What is an asteroid? Was the question. And the answer is yes, it is a small rocky object in space. Okay, here's the scoreboard. We have Shritan winning with, and then we have Astro Destroyer, Swastik, Rohit, and Anitej. Again, this was an easy question, and most of you, this really, you just had to click on it fast. Okay, so again, what are asteroids? Let me explain it to you also. Okay, so this is an asteroid. Asteroids are rocky objects, like you answered. They're usually, fragments of rocky material that did not get, when the planets were formed, these rocky objects did not get absorbed into the planet formation. So they are all just lying there. They're much smaller than planets. They're also called minor planets. That's why. So there are a lot of them, small rocky objects without an atmosphere that did not get pulled into the planets, but they were formed at the same time as the solar system formation. So they are of a lot of interest to scientists because they can tell us more about the composition of how the solar system was formed. Okay, so ready for the next question? Let's go ahead. Okay, what are most asteroids made of? This is a question. What are most asteroids made of? Are they gas? Are they water? Are they rock and metal? Or ice and dust? Okay, so let's find out. What are they made of? Okay, so let's see. I hope you can all see the answers on your device. So you have to click on the color that you think is correct. And again, today we are celebrating Asteroid Day. Yeah, so is it gas? Is it water? Is it rock and metal? Or ice and dust? Okay, so yes, again, many of you got this answer. It was rock and dust, rock and metal, rock and metal. So let's see again. Yeah, we have the leaderboard has shifted a little bit. It's Rohit on top, Anitej, Swastik, Nix, and Vedant. Okay, so TLS is the highest climber. Okay, we are just on question 2, so we can go. There's a lot of, you guys can all try to come more to the top. Okay, so yes, asteroids are rocky. They do have a crust and mantle and core, just like the Earth has. Okay, so, and depending on what type they are, like they have a slightly different composition. They can be carbon based, which is C type. They can be silicate based, which is S type, and metallic with iron and nickel, and that is the M type. Okay, so there are different types, there are different compositions, but they're all rocky. Okay, so with that, let's go to the next question. Ready, everyone? Okay, the next question is, where is the main asteroid belt located? Okay, where is the main asteroid belt located? Is it between Earth and Mars? Is it inside the moon's orbit? Is it near Pluto? Or is it between Mars and Jupiter? So go ahead, find the correct color on your screen. And guys, don't share the answer on YouTube chat because then you're going to be helping others, right? So don't, okay, you can give your answer and that's good. You also know it, but yeah. So the answer is between Mars and Jupiter. Okay, so it's not between Earth and Mars. That might have been a little bit confusing for you, but it's between Mars and Jupiter. Okay, so again, we have Rohit on top, Anitej, Swastik, Nix, and now we have Ayush Cha also there. Okay, and 26 participants hit the answer streak 3. So that's great. You guys all seem to know a lot about asteroids. Okay, so let me explain what we just said. So, you know, the inner planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. And outer planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So, the asteroid belt is like a cluster of asteroids. That's like a divider between the inner planets and the outer planets. So, it is between Mars and Jupiter. So, asteroid belt, again, all the little violet purple dots that you see here, they're between Mars and Jupiter. But they are close enough to Earth that they could potentially be a hazard to Earth also. Okay, so most of them are between Mars and Jupiter. Okay, next question. This is a true and false question. The word asteroid means star-like. Is it true or false? What do you think? Is it true or false? Again, you have two options, color. You have two colors, one for true and one for false. Okay, the word asteroid means star-like. Is this correct, true or false? Okay, let's see what the answer is. Okay, so the answer, in fact, is true. The word aster itself means star. So that was a clue, but you wouldn't have possibly known the clue. Okay, so again, we have a little bit of shift. Vidip is now on top. That's we have Swastik, Rohin, Nix, and Sartek. Okay, so 15 participants have done 4 answers correctly in a row. So that's great going. Okay, next question. What is the largest known asteroid? So we have the picture here. What is the largest known asteroid? Is it Vesta? Is it Ceres? Is it Eros? Or is it Rugu? Okay, what do you think is the right answer? Look at this asteroid. It's pretty well known. It almost looks like the moon, but you know, a lot of people confuse the picture with the moon, but it's not. It is the largest asteroid. And you can guess the right answer. Vesta, Ceres, Eros, or Ryugu? What is the answer? Okay. Yes, the largest asteroid is Ceres. And looks like a lot of you knew that answer. So let's look at the scoreboard. Again, we have Swastik, Vidip, Rohin, Sartik, and Ayush Jha. Okay, so again, why is uh, Ceres, you know, all the other asteroids look irregular in shape, they look rocky. However, Ceres looks like a sphere. Why is that? Because it's large enough that the gravity pulls it into the shape of a sphere. The other asteroids are smaller in mass and they don't have that kind of gravity. And Ceres now has been upgraded to dwarf planet. The same way that Pluto was downgraded to dwarf planet, Ceres was upgraded. So now there are more dwarf planets. And Ceres, as I said, is the largest and it's very large and it's spherical. Okay. Next question. Everybody's ready? Who discovered the first asteroid? Okay, we have a picture here. Who discovered the first asteroid? Was it Isaac Newton? Was it Galileo Galilei? Was it Giuseppe Piazzi? Was it Johann Kepler? You know all these names, Newton, Galilei, Piazzi, Kepler. These are all famous scientists. Let's see if you know which of them discovered the first asteroid. Okay, let's see. This is a bit tricky. You may or may not know it. Okay, we are getting a lot of answers. Yes, the answer, many of you answered Galileo. And of course, he is one of the most famous astronomers. But the answer actually is Piazzi. Okay, so Piazzi found or discovered the first asteroid as a moving blip in the sky. So many of you did not know this one. I hope this is a great way that you learned this name now. Piazzi was the first scientist or astronomer, who found an asteroid. Okay, some of you say very hard, but yes, we do want to mix in easy questions with some hard ones so that you learn something new. Okay, now we have Rohin on top, Ayush Jha second, Safwan, Tashwin, and Rohit. Okay, so this question was tough, I guess, because it says 8 participants just dropped their answer streak of 5. So sorry about that, but that's the fun. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Okay, it's a multi-select question. It means you can select more than one option. Okay, you can click on more than one option. What is another name for an asteroid? Is it planetoids? Is it exoplanets, comets, or minor planets? Okay, let's see who has the answer correct. And this already said it's multi-option, so you can pick more than one option. Okay, so let's see who gets this one. Yes, we are making it a little harder now. We started off with easy questions. It's a little harder now. But that way you learn more than you'll learn more than the basic information. Okay, so here we had 2 correct answers. They're called planetoids and also called minor planets. And if you remember, when I showed the diagram, I said that they are smaller than planets, and that is why they're called minor planets or planetoids. They're planet-like, but they're much smaller than planets. Okay, so I hope you got the answer for this, some of you. And what is the scoreboard now? We have Ayush Jha on top, Swastik, Sartek, Nix, and Muhammad. Arna is back in the game with 3 in a row. Okay, now let's go to the next question. Now here you have to type in the answer. Okay, you have to type it in. What do you call an asteroid piece that lands on Earth? Okay, you have to type it in. This is a different kind. It's not just a selection. You have to type in the word. It is a one-word answer. Just type it in. Okay, so let's see who knows this answer. You have to type it in. Okay, so again, the question is, what do you call an asteroid piece that lands on Earth? So we're almost there. Let's see what you all have typed in. Okay, so the answer is meteorite or meteorites. Uh, Great. So a lot of you answered meteorite. So that's correct. That's the correct answer. Now, you know, when an asteroid, there are three names for it: meteor, meteorite, and meteoroid. Okay, so when it goes through the atmosphere, it's called meteoroid. And when it lands on Earth, it is called meteorite. So this is just, uh, a naming for it. Okay, so we still have Ayush Jha on top, Swastik, TLS, Tashwin is a new name up there, Rohit, and we have Rona Luciu as the highest climber. Okay, now let's go to the next question. Asteroids can share a planet's orbit without crashing onto it. Is it true or false? Can an asteroid actually be in a planet's orbit? And if it is, would it crash onto the planet? True or false? So you have to say true or false. Okay, so can an asteroid share a planet's orbit without crashing on it? True or false? Okay, let's see what the answer is. What do you think is the answer? Okay, the answer is true. You would think it can't be true, right? But and okay, so let me discuss the scoreboard first. Swastik, TLS, Ayush Jha, Tashwin, and Rohit. And Arav Jha is back in the game with 3 in a row. Okay, so what are the different types of asteroids? Are they Trojans? Are they near Earth objects, main belt, or all of the above? Okay, so let's see what is the answer. Are there any asteroids called Trojans, near Earth object, main belt asteroids, or all of the above? What do you think is the answer? Okay, so let's see. Yes, it is a little difficult, but this one you might know. Okay, the answer was all of the above. And yes, there are Trojan asteroids. What are Trojan? In fact, I'm going to see if it's still, the picture might come up. So the Trojan asteroids are the ones that were the answer to the previous question. They are in the same orbit as Jupiter. They go along with Jupiter without crashing into it. Those are Trojan asteroids. Main belt asteroids, you already know. Near Earth objects are the asteroids that have fallen out of their orbit and are closer to Earth, and they pose a threat to Earth. So these are all correct answers. So the answer was all of the above. And now we have TLS on top, Ayush Jha, Swastik, Tashwin, and Arav Jha. And Rohin is making a comeback. Okay, so again, this was the picture. If you see the screen with Jupiter, then you have Trojan asteroids with Jupiter in the same orbit, and they are called Lagrangian points, and they comfortably stay there and move with Jupiter. And then we have the main belt asteroids, and we have these other ones called Amors and Etens. These are all near Earth asteroids. Okay, so there are many types and many names for these asteroids. Okay, next question. Why is Asteroid Day observed on June 30th. Okay, so to commemorate the launch of the first asteroid mission, to mark the day the first asteroid was discovered, to honor the Tunguska impact and raise awareness, to highlight the possibility of asteroid mining in the future. So, what is the answer? Let's see. I did mention this when we started Asteroid Day, World Asteroid Day. Okay, let's see who knows the answer. Okay, many of you knew the answer. It is to honor the Tunguska impact. Tunguska was a location in Siberia and to raise awareness about asteroid threats. Okay, so this is the scoreboard now. Ayush Jha is on top. Nix is back with an answer streak of 3. I'm going to go ahead and go to the next question. This is also a little tricky. What is the name of the NASA mission that landed on an asteroid and brought back samples to Earth? So this one, actually, you can see the picture. It had a device that actually scooped up some of the soil or the material and brought samples back to Earth. Was it Voyager? Was it OSIRIS-REx? Was it Hubble? Or was it Cassini? Okay, let's see who knows the answer. This is a very interesting mission because it actually brought back samples, helping us understand more about asteroids. Okay, the answer was OSIRIS-REx. This was also tricky, but again, it's something new you learn. Voyager missions have gone to the end of the solar system now. And they are way beyond. So they haven't landed on an asteroid. Hubble, you know about, and Cassini went to Saturn. So OSIRIS-REx is the mission that went to the asteroids. Okay, so again, we have Ayush Jha on top, and now we have 6 participants have again done 4 answer streaks correctly. Okay, so this was OSIRIS-REx mission. It collected the samples from asteroid Bennu by scooping them and returned them to Earth. This happened recently. The return happened recently in 2023. Okay, next question. Here's another mission. What was the goal of NASA's DART mission? Okay, this also happened recently. Was it to study Mars, collect asteroid samples, deflect an asteroid's path, or photograph comets? What do you think was the goal of the DART mission? Okay, we are almost there. Let's see what is the answer. This is NASA's DART mission. Okay, so let's see the answer. The answer was to deflect an asteroid's path. Great, many of you knew this answer. That's great. This mission, again, Ayush Jha is still on top, TLS, Rohit, Swastik, and Sartek. Okay, I think, let's see. This is a picture of the DART mission. It actually hit an asteroid. It's a binary asteroid system. The main asteroid is called Didymos, and the smaller one that orbits around it is called Dimorphos. DART mission hit the smaller asteroid and moved its orbit. You can see the original was the blue orbit, and now the orange is the new orbit. And that is why this is very important. This was the first planetary defense test. For example, you all might ask, even if we know an asteroid is going to hit, what can we do about it? This was a mission that actually did something. It moved it. So if you can move it that much, it may not impact Earth, right? So this was a very important mission. Okay, next question. What method is used to study deep layers of asteroids? Yeah. Or Earth. Okay, so how do you study the deep layers of asteroids or Earth? Do you do it by launching rockets, stratigraphy, drilling, or tracking orbits? Let's see who knows this answer. What method is used to study the deep layers of asteroids or Earth? It's the same method. Okay, let's see what it is. Okay, so we have the answer. Yes, the answer is drilling. And I think this question was a little tricky. A lot of you answered stratigraphy, which was a very good guess because stratigraphy has the layers. But that is, but the answer here is drilling. So, okay, so again, we have Rohit on top now, Rohan, Ayush Jha, TLS, Swastik. Okay, let's go to the next question. Why do scientists study asteroids? Why do we study asteroids? Answer is to find valuable metals like iron, nickel, platinum, and gold. Is it to understand the early solar system and how planets formed? To learn about organic materials that might have helped start life on Earth? Or is it all of the above? Okay, let's see what you think is the answer. Okay, so the answer was all of the above. Like I've discussed before, the asteroids do have metals, and some of them could be valuable. Uh, they were formed at the same time as the solar system, and so to find them, we can understand how the planets formed. And they also do bring organic material with them, and they could have started life on Earth. Okay, so now we have the final podium. So this quiz is now over. We have TLS at number 3. We have Ayush Jha at number 2. And we have Rohit at number 1. So congratulations, all of you. We also have the runners-ups. Uh, I think that went very fast. So we have Swastik and somebody else. I missed that name. If you saw it, Suparna or Garvit just mentioned that. Okay, so these are our winners. And okay, so that was the last question. Sorry, I didn't alert you. And congratulations, everybody who won. And I hope just you all had fun. And a lot of you kept answering questions correctly. So some of it is just luck about how quickly you press it. And I hope through this you also learned some new things, right? So, okay, so uh, with that, I think, yeah, I'm just showing the podium again. TLS at number 3, congratulations. Ayush Jha at number 2. And we have Rohit who won. Okay, so again, it's for fun. Swastik and Sartek are number 4 and 5, the runners up. Okay, so with that, I hope you all had fun today. And thanks again for joining us for Asteroid Day. Again, the objective was to find out more about asteroids, and we should all be aware of how asteroids can have the possibility of coming closer to Earth and impact Earth. So, this is something that everybody on Earth should be aware of. And I think you know a lot about asteroids now. So, with that, thank you again for joining. And do join us for our next programs coming up in July. So, with that, thank you, everyone. And I'm going to